Hello, this is Darren.
And this is Paige.
And this is
Where's the Lemonade?
Where we talk about what happens when life throws you lemons.
Make some lemonade?
Maybe. Some weeks it's lemon squares.
Yeah, some weeks it's just lemons.
Yeah. On today's episode,
we're going to discuss being grateful and being thankful.
Gratitude is attitude. And attitude is gratitude.
That too.
Well, with Thanksgiving just finishing up, we decided to do an episode on what we're grateful for and why gratitude is so important.
It is so important. We both know that. We both have at times struggled with depression.
Yep.
And we know that being grateful and having an attitude of Thanksgiving and, being grateful is huge in feeling better.
Absolutely. In fact, there was research that was just done recently that actually proved this out. It was done at UC Berkeley. They did a great study, and I have a link to that study on our blog. You can check it out. They found out that gratitude actually rewires your brain. Right? So they took a group of people, 45 people that were suffering from anxiety and depression, and they had a control group where they didn't do the same things as the test group, where they put the test group through tasks that showed gratitude so that they could show gratitude towards other people. And they found that simple things that they did, these simple tasks, which we'll go over, actually changed the way their CT scans performed before and after. And the effects were not just temporary. The effects were long-lasting, months long. They kept following up with them.
That is crazy.
Pretty crazy when you think about it. And in the article, they said, everyone talks about the health, exercise and eating right, but no one really talks about brain health very much. But they found that gratitude is the superfood of mental health. Pretty incredible the things
wow.
they found from it. So one of the things that they found was that it increases willpower. So
interesting.
Yeah, so I wonder, maybe that's why with Alcoholics Anonymous, one of the things that they do in their 12-step program is apologize to people and then show gratitude towards people. Yeah. They write letters, they do things like that.
Right. Interesting.
So yeah, they found that it increases willpower. It keeps you calm.
Okay, I believe that.
Okay, and it boosts morale overall. So it's a
definitely
mood
believe
booster.
that. Yeah, definitely believe that.
So huge benefits right there. One of the quotes that I liked was in this article.
Is the more you practice gratitude, the more attuned you are to it, and the more you can enjoy its psychological benefits.
So it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you show gratitude, the better you get at it, and the more mentally healthy you can be.
Yeah, I totally agree with all of this. I think that some people are born with a more grateful countenance.
Disposition, yeah.
Yeah. I think they are. I mean, I am not the type to wallow or have regrets or and I don't know if that's anything that's been cultivated, but I think I was born with that trait. And then I guess you can cultivate it, right, through your life.
Oh, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
The one person I think of that we helped teach about gratitude was one of our daughters, Julianne.
Yep, we've talked about her before and how she's really changed her disposition from
it's incredible
sour to just such a light.
Yeah, incredible what she's been able to do by changing her attitude and just being grateful for everything.
Yep.
So it is totally doable. And like you said, not everyone is born with that, but it's something that you should strive to do. The benefits are huge.
Yeah, so I think it's easier for those that are born with that it just comes in more naturally. But it's also something that can be learned.
No, I totally agree. Okay, so for kids, there aren't a lot of kids that just innately understand gratitude.
Right.
So we've got to teach kids gratitude. And I always thought, all right, this is pretty easy teaching kids gratitude, right? Recognize that someone did something good and tell them thank you. I was wrong when I started doing research on this. So for all my older kids that are already out of the house, I apologize right now. I didn't teach you real gratitude. For my younger kids that are still in the house, watch out. Dad's on the rampage. I'm going to teach you how to do.
I'm scared. I'm super scared right now. I'm scared for the children.
You should be scared for the
I'm
children.
scared for myself. What's happening?
Well, I guess as adults, we can still learn real gratitude.
Absolutely.
So I thought it was interesting. This one department, the universities, found that real gratitude comes from 4 steps.
Okay.
So the 4 steps are notice, think, feel, and do. And I was only teaching the kids notice and do.
Right.
Right. So I was missing the 2 middle ones, think and feel. So let's go through each one of those real quick.
Yeah. So the first one, what we notice in our lives for which we can be grateful. So I think that's probably the most blatant one that we all.
That's the one that everyone does, right? Oh, I noticed. Oh, someone did something for me. I noticed it. Oh, okay. Thank you.
And we want people to notice. I mean, especially your children and your spouse, right? You start to feel a little resentment if you're just constantly doing.
I'm being taken for granted.
Yep. And so you need to be noticed every once in a while.
So there's 2 sides then. There's 2 sides to gratitude. Mm-hmm. One that's showing gratitude. There's mental wellness with that, but also one getting the gratitude or receiving.
Right.
So I didn't think of that. But.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the next one is how we think about why we have been given those things.
All right. What do you think that means?
I don't know. How we think about why we've been given those things. Ooh, that's really deep. So why was I given this great house? Like that kind of thing? Or why was I given this great family or this great opportunity?
Why was I given 3 meals a day?
So to spend some time to think about why.
Yeah, how do you teach a kid that?
That's
Maybe you take
hard.
things away.
Sorry, kids.
No, I really like, why have you been given it?
Yeah.
Right? So when you think of something that you've been given, why was it given to you? I think a lot of times what you'll find is it's because somebody loved you.
Ooh, yeah. And then that just changes your brain even more. Well, this person did that for me because they love me.
They care or love me.
Wow.
So that's pretty deep.
That is. Wow.
All right. So we got to find out ways. I think we're going to adjust some ways here at the house to help our kids understand that. The next one is, how do we feel about the things that we've been given? So why me? And then how do I feel about it?
Wow. So this is really good stuff.
Yeah, it really
because
is.
It's really taking it to the next level, and kind of ingraining it into our...
Instead of it being just flippant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Right.
It's a more thoughtful approach, right?
Well, and I think that might help with, there's one thing I can't stand. It's insincere gratitude.
Yes, which, we see that, right?
Which, of course, we all do, right?
We all do to some extent.
Oh, thank you for opening the car door.
Right.
Or thank you for making dinner.
Right.
Or doing the laundry.
It's a habit to say thank you.
It's just a habit.
It's not out of, I really do thank you.
Yeah. So this third one is, how do you feel about it? That makes you really think.
Yeah.
So you could say, okay, what would it be like if I didn't have dinner?
Right. How would I feel?
How would I feel if our roof was leaky and...
Well, I can tell you, coming from someone who, I have a husband who opens my door every time we go somewhere. And for some reason on this, we just got back from a family trip to Hawaii. You did not do it very often. And
I didn't even notice. I'm so sorry.
Well, no, I think it was just because there was just so many people. Every time we went to get in the car, there's 14 people. And I think it was just, the masses were getting in the car. But I noticed and I felt like, I felt disappointed, or why doesn't he want to come open my door? Like I did.
So I need to not do it so you can appreciate it more?
No, it made me realize, it made me think how I feel about it. And I feel really good when you do it.
So this was me trying to teach you gratitude.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I'm really sorry, babe. No, but I
I can
like.
think of some ways I can.
Oh yeah, no.
Let's not go down that road, babe.
So no, I really like your comment there, because when you are missing something, then maybe those feelings
Right.
are coming out, going, maybe I'm not appreciative enough of that.
Right. Maybe I just expect it,
Maybe you just expect it. Oh, I like that.
And so, yeah,
So expectation kind of thwarts or calms down gratitude.
that is true. That is very
That's
true.
really interesting.
We've talked about expectations before.
Yeah, we have.
Expectations versus reality equals disappointment.
It does, but even expectations equaling reality could also lead to
No, it was expectations that are greater than
reality.
equals disappointment.
Yeah, but what you just said also was, if I have expectations that I'm always expecting and they're just constantly being met,
Right.
then you become jaded
Yeah. I think you're right.
and you lose that feeling about the things that you've been given. They're
Right.
just expected. Well, of course you're going to do that.
Right.
That's really
Yeah.
interesting.
It is.
Okay, and then the last one, of course, is what we do to express appreciation in turn.
Yeah.
Sometimes thank you is good enough.
Right.
Sometimes it's not.
Right.
So those four things again: notice, think, why me,
Mm-hmm.
and then how do you feel about it, and then do something about it. Show your appreciation.
I like it. Like it a lot.
Now that we have the four things that we need to teach our kids, that's tough.
And ourselves.
And ourselves, especially ourselves.
Yes.
Here are some tools that we found out there on the internet, and some that we've used ourselves already, that help ingrain those four things: notice, think, feel, and do. The first one that I found was a gratitude journal. And this was one of the tasks that they had those 40 some odd people do to change their attitude and to help them get out of depression. And it was write down daily 3 things that you're grateful for. Now, you and I have both done this before.
We have.
This was one of the tools that a therapist gave each of us individually,
Yep.
right, when we were going through depression.
Right.
Right? How did that work for you?
I think it does help. I do. I think it does help, especially when I try and task myself to not repeat,
Ooh, that's really hard
for a
then.
week or something, try and not repeat the same thing. But yeah, you sit there and go, wow, even though I'm going through something really hard or life is really difficult right now, look at all these things that I have, So yeah, I think it's really helpful. What about you?
Yeah, it was hard for me at first. This is stupid.
Yeah. Oh, I think everybody will have that. Yes.
Come on, I know what I'm grateful for.
Right.
Why do I have to write it down?
Right.
Just having a sour attitude towards
Yep.
it. But once I got over that attitude and I started writing things down, yeah, it was hard not to repeat things, which means I had to think. I had to notice.
Right.
And when you are depressed, it's hard to notice the things that are good
Yeah.
in your life.
Yeah.
So yeah, that I thought it was very good. So that's a good one. The next one, I haven't done this one. This one's actually really interesting. Write letters of thanks to people in your life.
We've had a great example of that.
Your dad.
My dad, I've mentioned this before. I don't think he ever turned a computer on
No, you didn't.
in his whole life. And so he probably once a month or
We'd get
maybe
something once a month.
every
from
2
him.
months at the most. He would send a letter that was just handwritten and barely legible because my dad has horrific handwriting. I inherited that from him. Thank you, Dad. And yeah, just about, how grateful he was for us and our kids, or he'd write, how grateful he is for you. And, yeah. And then he'd usually write down some scripture that he had read that day that had made his day better. And yeah.
And he would even send me business articles from the newspaper people We're talking the newspaper.
Yeah.
I was like, what's this stuff in this with this letter?
Yeah.
I haven't seen newspaper in years. So yeah, writing letters, that's really, really key. They found
Yeah.
that it helps out quite a bit. The next idea they had was giving an attaboy or calling out people for the good things that they've done, and do it daily. Find at least one time. Now you do a good job with this already.
Do I?
You do.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and you show the kids by example by saying thank you, by doing small little things to show your appreciation or your gratitude to what the kids do or I do for you.
Well, good. I'm glad I do that.
You do. Okay. Some other things that they have in here. In fact, you know what? This call out and attaboy,
Yeah.
we actually have something at my work.
You do.
Yeah, it's recognition awards, and it's actually really silly, but very impactful. You can offer $25 to $100 reward to one of your coworkers, your boss, a subordinate, whatever you want, and it's just a attaboy. Hey, thank you for helping me out. Huge benefit to team morale and to everyone's attitude.
Interesting.
When I've seen it used effectively in a team, it is wonderful, right? Because everyone's like, yeah, they were so nice to do that for me. I gave them an attaboy, $25, they can go out to lunch, or $100, they can take their spouse out,
Right.
whatever it is. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
great.
real cool idea. I don't know if you can set that up at your own house.
I just, while you were talking about that, I was thinking about, stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads that don't.
You never get that
You
recognition.
don't. I mean, you might have somebody say, thank you for cooking, or thank you for doing the laundry, or thank you for driving me or picking me up. But why does it seem when you have a job and someone recognizes you for, a good job, a well done, then you feel.
Should we try this at home? Maybe every once in a while you get a gift certificate and says, hey, you get 250 points, which is $25, for thanks for just being, for having the laundry done.
Oh, that seems very patronizing.
I know. So, but you want some recognition for the things that you do.
I don't know about. We have to think about this.
All right, we got to think about this one.
Good job, honey. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it would go.
Why does that feel differently at work than it does at home? I don't know, but yeah.
That's what they do. Thank you, Darren, for being on that phone call. Really? I got like $25 for someone.
Right, but that's not your spouse or your child. That is,
I know.
I don't know why.
But
it's
why
different.
not show even more appreciation to someone that you?
I know what you're saying, but it just comes across differently.
All right, so we got to come up with some way of recognizing. I recognize the hard things that you do all the time, but even the little things that you do. How would you want to be recognized?
I don't know, because
that
that just seems so like, good job on keeping the kitchen clean this week, Paige. Here's 25 points. Like that just sounds so ugh. No.
Oh, the kids would eat it up.
Yeah. Now to the kids, we could do that.
What
yes.
if the kids did it to us? I kind of like this, and they got to put money in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we got to figure this out.
Yeah, we'll think more on this.
Yeah, we'll think on that one. If any of you have any ideas, please email us. One thing that we did do in our house with the kids was gratitude bucks, which is very similar to the recognition award type thing. And we printed out, it had a G on it and everything. And it worked pretty well for the first, 3 or 4 months that we were married.
Yeah,
we
when they were little.
Whole gratitude buck idea.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to reinstate that.
Maybe.
Because we got teenagers now. They kind of get snooty sometimes.
Sometimes they do.
And expect certain things.
Yep. They're pretty darn good. In fact, we were just telling them that on this trip that we just took to Hawaii, they were such good kids and helpful and polite and kind. So they're such good kids.
Yes, they were. So those are some of the tools that we've come up with. There's lots of great ideas out there on how to cultivate gratitude, but primarily it starts with you and your spouse.
Okay, our lemonade moment of the week is actually one you're definitely going to want to either tune into on our YouTube channel and watch it, or you definitely have to stay and listen, because we decided on Thanksgiving Day to interview all of our kids for our podcast and get on video and recorded what they're grateful for. Now, Madeline came up with, she said you couldn't say family, that you had to think outside of the box.
Everyone said family.
Yeah.
And something else.
Right. So, yes, when we went around the table, Madeline said, you can't say family. That's a cop-out. So, but it's true. It's what a lot of us are grateful for. So anyway, so you were recording everybody in Hawaii, and our little granddaughter, Emma, had to be your little helper. She was your assistant.
She was. She's 4 years old.
She's so cute. So you'd get out there to record, and she'd go, okay. Oh, no, she'd go, 3, 2. It was so cute.
She had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing it. And of course, she has to be in front of the camera. So she was interviewed 3 times, I think. So you gotta check out her interviews, because she kept going on and on and on. And then she was asking for blessings, not just being thankful.
She thought she was saying a prayer.
Yeah, it was pretty funny and pretty darn cute.
So cute.
Check it out. And I don't know what else I was going to say.
Be grateful.
Be grateful. There you go.
I'm thankful for my mom and my dad and Zoe.
And Zoe, great.
I am thankful for a job. Been looking for a job for a long time, and I finally found a job, and it's a good job. So I'm thankful for my girls, Emma and Zoe. They're tons of fun. A lot of work for my wife Rachel and I, but bring a lot of happiness and good times. Thankful for my job and my family. For the church that we belong to, and just surrounding myself with good people.
All right. On this Thanksgiving, I'm very thankful for all the opportunities I have in my life right now, the family that I've got, the really good friends I have right now, some very close friends that are willing to kind of go the extra mile and take some extra steps that most friends I've had in my life wouldn't care enough to do, or wouldn't care strongly enough to put themselves in maybe some awkward situations for the better of myself and our friendship. So I have some good friends that's come to light recently, and I have some really good friends right now that I'm very grateful for, that some deeper friendships than I've ever had. And I'm very grateful for my education, the opportunity I have to work for that and successfully work for myself, in the sense of I know what I'm working for when I am working, because I'm striving to achieve something with my education and with school. I'm thankful. I'm just kind of thankful for where I'm at in life, and that I kind of see that I have a trajectory and have a goal and have a clear finish line that I'm hoping for, that maybe I haven't had that in my life before. And I'm very thankful for everything in my life that's surrounded me to kind of be at that point in my life.
I'm thankful to be part of a family that genuinely care about each other. We like to spend time with each other. We have fun together when we are spending time together and going on vacation. We have fun, but then also just the little things, like we call and text and ask how each other's doing, and we genuinely care about each other, and I know not all families are like that.
I'm really thankful for my wonderful family. I love what everyone has to bring to the table. It's just so much fun when we're all together. I'm also really thankful for my education. I had the chance to go to a really great school. I'm able to afford it. And it's just fun to, expand my knowledge and really get into my career. I'm really thankful for music as well. That's a big joy in my life. If it's just sing in the shower, jamming on the way to class, playing my cello when I can. Music brings me a lot of joy, and I'm really, really grateful for it.
Well, I am thankful for my family. I think it's really incredible the way that we've all come together over Thanksgiving in Hawaii, of all places. This has been a really great trip. Probably one of my favorite Thanksgivings ever, honestly. It's just been really relaxed, and everyone just kind of all coming together really well. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I'm thankful for that we're all safe together and that we know that we'll have night dreams, and plus that I won't get it anymore, and plus that I'll watch out for stuff. And thankful for my uncles and for Jake and Jacob. And I'm blessed for my grandpa to feel better, and I'm blessed that our house won't break, and I'm blessed that my grandpa's and my grandma Paige, not when they'll be safe, and that we'll have nights.
Good job, Emma Jane.
I am thankful for this family and how accepting everybody is of each other, and honestly, like the good chemistry that we all have together. We can just sit down and talk for hours, and we can also play games and go out and do activities, and we still have fun no matter what we do, and that's something I don't have with everybody in the world, and it's something I'm really grateful for. Ta-da.
I'm grateful for my wonderful family and how much they love me and just putting everything together. I'm grateful for my siblings for loving.
I am thankful for the food that we had because it was really good. Anyways, I originally wanted to say family, but yet my dad and the rest of the family decided not to say family.
Because everyone would say family, right?
Yes. Because everyone would say family.
The most attractive of all the children, is very grateful for our home, for the wonderful life we could have, for my parents, and for Darren, and that he could go into our lives.
This Thanksgiving season, I was thinking about what I am grateful for, and Madeline set the rules that we were not allowed to say family, so I am very thankful for my husband, Darren. Whoop, whoop. I am thankful that he came into my life. He has blessed it in every single way, and I couldn't be more grateful or thankful for him.
You know, I'm really grateful this Thanksgiving for how much fun and passion Paige has brought into my life and into our whole family's life. Blending these two families is really difficult, but we always have fun, and I attribute that to Paige. She's the fun one. I'm the one that keeps everything on the ground somewhat. So that's what I'm grateful for is my sweetheart Paige.
If you like today's episode,
give us 5 stars on iTunes, Spotify, Google.
And head to Facebook and like us.
And check out our blog at where'sthelemonade.org,
where you can leave questions and comments.
But most of all,
go out and make some lemonade.
You betcha, baby.